So I'm Nils Breitmann, working as Director AI at Intershop. So they're responsible for our AI products, but also the internal use of AI. And I have brought today a practical example how the Intershop commerce platform works with Fabric. So here on this chart, you see the typical composable architecture with front end different capabilities. And of course, there are many areas where data is created and maintained. For example, you have the front end with the click data, user behavior. You have like master data for products categories. You have, of course, orders, baskets, maybe order templates in B2B. You also have order status changes, returns, inventory, but also search terms. And newly coming up is, of course, we now also have such an AI assistant, a co-pilot, and there you even have real user conversations, real chats. But the first question, of course, if we want to work with Fabric, is how can we get access to the data? How can we bring data into Fabric? And this is for most of the Intershop data actually pretty easy because you have a component that's called the business data hub, and technically that's just an MS SQL database. And this way it's very easy to import it into Fabric. Of course, within Fabric, you can also combine the data with other sources of data like your ERP system or CRM system. So if you look here, we see the data warehouse or Lakehouse. And if you now look really into a live Fabric installation, here I've created some examples, and there you see different artifacts like reports, semantic model notebooks. And let's start with this Lakehouse here, where we have really with just some clicks imported the data from Intershop, from the business data hub. So you see here data like categories, for example. So you see here all the categories, or of course, very important, order documents. So you have all the orders in here. You can have the data. You can easily share it with your colleagues. All can work on the same data, basically. And this gives us the opportunity, of course, to do very simple analytics with Power BI. Like here, you can have also a Power BI report based on the data that comes right out of the commerce platform. And of course, the nice thing about Fabric is you can easily collaborate. Everyone really can build a report. So it's very easy. It's like just dragging and dropping here, I don't know, a pie chart, and then fill it with the right data. Like here, for example, products. I can drag and drop like the names and see what products or how many products have been sold. See here, the Microsoft Surface Hub was the most bought product in this demo scenario. So very easy, and of course you can also right away share those reports with your colleagues. So that's an important part of Fabric, but we can go even further and do some little data science, and Fabric has a nice feature for that. This is called those notebooks, and in those notebooks you have also your data accessible, and you can build some little steps, and this is a little coding involved, so you can use some Python here to analyze the data, load the data like here with this simple statement. But you can also do some fancy things like building, maybe that's the wrong one, like doing some predictions. This is actually a pretty nice example that I built here. I took the revenue data and then predicted the next 30 days. So you see here the results. So the blue line is the prediction. You see it's a B2B commerce shop. So you see nobody buys at weekends. You see most buy at Mondays and Fridays. And you can use that to even predict on customer level what will be the next products that those customers will probably buy. And with that, you can build some nice personalization. So that's the other part. You can analyze and you can do data science in Fabric, but of course, then you have to use this again, the insights you learned, and use it again for personalization. And we did it in a little example with Spark again. So in Spark, we use then just Fabric as a data source. So we take the data from there, we pulled it into the knowledge graph of Spark on a little strategy on top of that. And the idea is here is just to, you have the average order frequency, you have the days since last order, and with that you calculate kind of a repurchase score. So this is the score. How likely is it that a customer will need a certain product soon? And with that information, you can very easily rank your products and can create such a little products you might need soon slider here in your front end. So this is really then the loop back, use the data to really do something smart with that. Yeah, and with that said, I would hand over to the question and answer session.